little complicated for me because, as I mentioned, that I was literally weak on it. Or if you,
Yeah, how are
now I
you?
can hear you, man.
Good,
I'm
good.
doing well. What?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
By the way, can you hear me properly?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm glad.
Uh, is it right that I'm pronouncing Hola?
Yes, absolutely.
Great, thank you. All right, Hola, tell me, this is your 49th session in Clappingo, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right, if that's the case, tell me how you want the session to go. Do you want me to ask you something about yourself? Do you have any questions for me? Or do you want to go with the session that's planned for the day?
Topic. I just want to casual conversation if you are agree.
Cool. That sounds perfect. Nice. So tell me, when you joined Clap and Go, what were your ideals? Like, what did you have in mind? Where would you think you could go? And is that actually happening?
Uh, Actually, no, before, obviously, I got to know about this platform. I'm talking about Clappingo on YouTube. I saw some ad or I watched some learners video. They all are, practicing their speaking English on this platform. So, of course, I got to know about this platform through YouTube. And then, I, I basically I did my schooling from Hindi medium school with our native language, which is Hindi. So I have a lot of issue when it comes to English. I just wanted to improve my English. I wanted to learn. If you speak English, I had subject English when I was in high school, but I used to study just to pass the exam. But when I came in class 10th or 12th, I had board exam. So anyhow, I wanted to score good marks, but it was a little complicated for me because, as I mentioned, that I was literally weak on it. Or if I want to achieve good marks, or if I want to literally score good percent, then obviously I will have to know a lot of things. I will have to remember all the questions of answer or a lot of things in order to just score decent marks. So, but I was literally weak. So I just I after working so hard or answering some questions of answer, I could score good marks, but somehow or the other, when I came in class 12, again I faced same challenges, same issues. So then I decided now anyhow I need to learn it or I need to overcome it on it. So that was my other and other intention of learning this language.
All right. So from now on, if like do you have an interest for Hollywood, Bollywood movies that are completely in English?
Yes, I tried earlier, but it is not easy. I just don't understand. They speak very fast, or I just do not get it. So it is kind of boring for me to, to watch constantly entire movie for 2 to 3 hours. It is literally hard.
And you're not able to understand with the subtitles either? Subtitles?
I do.
Okay. Mm. Any movie, short movie that you have fun with subtitles, next time try repeating the subtitles. Try saying the exact thing they say and the way they say it. Imitate the way they talk, right? And try not to learn grammar phrases just like, um, the past, present, future, and then you learn little by little, little by little. Don't learn like that. Learn sentences. I will be going to Bangalore the day after tomorrow. Learn the entire sentence. Learn it in chunks, right? And that way you can use those on daily conversations. That will help you a lot,
Okay.
right? So, other than that, Bhola, do you have any other doubts for me?
Mm. So far, no, ma'am. Look, I was, asked or I was told by tutor that if I want to enhance my vocabulary, then I should read. more and more. But and I have started that, and but I while reading, whenever I feel like I don't know these words meaning, what is the meaning of this word, I just underline that. And then I try to know the meaning, and I also create some sentences by using those words. But and I think I can do that, and I do that. But when it comes to speak, I just do not recall that words to use in my daily conversation. I just do not use that word. So how can I overcome on it?
Well, that is one thing most of us face. Do you have a dictionary for yourself? The one where you note down all the words?
Yeah, I actually no, I don't have any dictionaries specific, but I have notebooks where I write down.
Good, great. That is what I meant, right? Now, your brain has a short term memory, right? Where we only remember those things we use on a regular basis. So every 3 days, you have to use that same word that you realized or that you understood on a regular basis. Every 3 days.
Okay.
After 3 days, use that word back. After 3 days, use that word. After 3 days, use that word. And after that, you will come to a point where you will not, forget that word because
Okay.
they have this thing they will not be able to remember for a long term. I have realized that the hard way. So if I
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
remember
It is.
something, I have to keep them written. I have to keep using that every 3 days because after 3 days, a brain will forget. So I have to bring it back. Then again, it will forget. Then again, I'll bring it back. So the more I do that, the better it becomes, and I'm able to understand it, right? And the
Okay,
same thing
ma'am.
happens even for exams. Like, you revise something, you read everything, and then you go to the next topic. After 3 days, if you come and revise those same things, it'll help you. But if you don't revise, then gone, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is the only way it can be helped.